News 46 is brought to you by
At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Pahrump Nugget, Progressive Cash Drawings, Mystery Point Multipliers, Mystery Gift Days, Extra Cash for 4 of a kinds, Bingo, Bowling, Football, and Food Specials. Looking for constant action? Look no further. Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News 46 is also brought to you by the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. When it comes to sensitive matters like bankruptcy, take a breath of fresh air by calling an experienced and compassionate attorney at the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump, 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer. When you need the best dermatology care in Pahrump, call Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer, 775-727-9800. News is also brought to you by the St. Therese Mission, a future venue for cultural and environmental events near Pahrump. Get involved. Visit us at sttheresemission.com or call 702-507-4172.
Tonight on News 46, deputies locate suspects who led them on a chase.
A volunteer receives an Act of Kindness award.
And 2 teams at Pahrump Valley High School have qualified for nationals. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, March 5th, 2012. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Zach Fuentes for News 46. Deputies and detectives located a father and daughter riding a quad runner who apparently led police on a chase through neighborhood streets.
Nye County Sheriff deputies attempted to pull over a quad this afternoon, which led to a chase. Apparently, the 2 that led police on the chase were a father and daughter. The chase ensued after a deputy attempted to pull the off-road vehicle over to warn the driver to slow down. After fleeing, the 15-year-old daughter fell off the quad and then apparently got back on. Deputies searched the area for the quad runner, locating it at a home with the help of onlookers on Alaska Way near Linda Street. Deputies entered the yard, finding the quad under 2 blankets near the front door. After knocking on the doors with no response, police were finally let in by an occupant of the home. Deputies located both driver and rider who sustained injuries after running into a barbed wire fence during the chase. The child apparently was also injured after falling off the bike. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene to check out both the driver and passenger. The father was taken into custody with charges stemming from fleeing police as well as outstanding warrants. It is not known at this point if the child was taken into custody and charged with any crime. It is still unclear why the driver decided to not comply with pulling the vehicle over. I'm Nathan Hollenbeck on Alaska for News 46.
And I was on scene with Nathan there, and the cop told the guy, you would have just pulled over, you would have received a warning, and look what ended up happening there.
Oops.
Thank you, Nathan, for that.
Well, Secretary of State Ross Miller today released voter registration numbers at the close of February 2012, highlighting several key races of interest and the redrawn Congressional, Senate, and Assembly districts whose numbers have not been available until now. The Secretary of State's Election Division reports that Republicans increased their number of active voters by 2,301, whereas Democrats increased active voters by 1,794. At the end of February, 402,611 active Republican voters and 449,675 active Democratic voters are registered in Nevada. In all, active Nevada voters total 1,088,941, an increase of 6,236 from the previous month. The latest voter registration breakdown by county, party, age, and district can be found under the Election Center at nvsos.gov.
A volunteer with the Nye County Animal Shelter, Shonda Vickers, received the 3rd Act of Kindness Award this morning.
We're here today to present an award to a young lady that does a lot of outstanding volunteer work here. And before we present her with this award, I would just like to read something that Audrey Murdoch wrote to the editors of Pahrump Valley Times. Vickers and assist is an asset to animal shelter. I would like to commend a young lady for all the volunteer work she does at the animal shelter. She's been there for almost 5 years. Being disabled doesn't stop her from helping in all the areas of the shelter. She has a gift with all animals, and being afraid of them either. The animals seem to know that. She's an asset to the shelter. I'm sure everyone there would agree, including the vet. I wish she could become Volunteer of the Year in Pahrump. Her name is Shonda Vickers. I just want to add a little bit more. You're only handicapped if you allow yourself to be. You can accomplish many things if you have the will and determination. Never give up. Keep on fighting. Because you are someone special. And to prove it, Shonda right here is one of the ladies that never gives up, keeps on fighting. So at this time, I would like to present to Shonda Vickers the Act of Kindness Award. We've done Shonda Vickers for outstanding volunteer work. And on the bottom it says, no act of kindness is ever wasted.
Oh, thank you. This is sweet. Thank you, everyone. That's all I could come up with right now. Yeah, I've just float everywhere, wherever needed, I'm there, especially for clinic duty. Nobody likes to do clinic where we spay and neuter the animals. When they come in nervous, I try to get them a little bit calmer, things like that. And when they're sick, I take care of them and clean them all up. And down in the shelter, I help bring some of the animals out of their shell, like the cats when they're a little nervous and they don't come up front as much at first. And help with the dogs and answer people's questions and help them pick out the perfect animal.
You've been working there for a number of years?
Yes, I have. Been working there at least 3+ years. Mm-hmm. And it's been very, very rewarding.
Tell me about how rewarding it is to help out these animals and as well the families that are receiving them.
Well, the best part is when you match the right animal up with the right person and you know that they're going to a good home, where before we know the situation was really, really bad. And it was good to see them getting the real home that they really deserve.
What's some advice that you can give the community that would help out the animal shelter or help out these animals?
We can always use donations of towels, things like that. Food donations also, because we do help those that are in need so they do not have to turn their animal in. And that stock is really low right now. And also spaying and neutering your pet would help out a lot too.
And if you'd like to contact the Nye County Animal Shelter to donate, you can call 751-7020.
And folks, coming up after the break this Friday is a meet and greet for one local candidate.
And Nathan Hollenbeck will have your week in sports.
We'll have all this and more after the break, so please keep it here.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
And welcome back. A grand opening held this Saturday had gamers and collectors scrambling to Next Level Comics on Frontage Road.
Well, a lot of kids around town have been waiting for this grand opening. We're here on Frontage Road at Next Level Comics. We're going to speak to Lauren.
Just opened a little while ago, and we sell a full selection of comics. We have game consoles, games for the Wii, the Nintendo, the PS3, pretty much every game system available. We have a full selection of airsoft guns and supplies. We have unique toys, collectibles, gifts, and we also do game console repairs here. So if you have a broken PS3, Nintendo Wii, or Xbox 360, we can get that fixed for you. It's very, very common for the systems to break down, lasers to go out, overheating issues, especially being out here in Pahrump with all the dust and everything. Overheating is a real big issue out here. But yeah, most repairs take about an hour to do. They come with warranties. We do all work here on site. Certain repairs that we're not set up to do, we do have to outsource for them, but most repairs are done within about 24 hours, tops about a week.
Collectibles, dolls, and you also have comic books as well.
Yes.
People can sell them to you as well as purchase them?
Yes, we do buy comic books. We buy all sorts of comic books. As long as they're in good shape, we don't want anything that's, been kicked around or missing pages or anything like that, preferably backing boarded and bagged. We have all sorts of collectibles and toys ranging from Star Wars, Hello Kitty, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings. We have swords, a little bit of everything for the kid and everybody. We're located at 111 South Frontage Suite B, near Do It Best Hardware, kind of across Albertsons and CVS, excuse me.
And a phone number or website?
Yes, our phone number is 775-410-4044, and our website is in the between stages, but you can look us up on Facebook at Next Level Comics and Gaming.
And the Bureau of Land Management Pahrump Field Office is seeking public comment on a proposal to sell a 120-acre parcel of public land in Pahrump by modified competitive sealed bid sale. The 45-day public comment period will close April 19th, 2012.
The sale is requested by Nye County for economic development at the Spring Mountain Raceway along State Route 160 near Gamebird Road. Spring Mountain Raceway LLC is identified as a designated bidder and will have the right to meet the highest bid in the competitive sale.
Bids must not be for less than the federally approved fair market value, and according to Nye County, Spring Mountain Raceway LLC would construct a racetrack and develop private businesses on the parcel proposed for sale and would provide infrastructure such as water and sewer lines to the property at an estimated cost of $2 million.
This extension of utility services would also provide a public benefit to the undeveloped county fairgrounds site directly across the highway from the raceway. Only written comments will be accepted and must be addressed to the Bureau of Land Management, Pahrump Field Office, which is 4701 North Torrey Pines Drive, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89130. For more information, you can call 702-515-5194.
And along with many candidates throughout the state, Commissioner Gary Hollis filed for his candidacy.
This morning, Commissioner Gary Hollis filed for his candidacy for District 2. We're going to speak to him right now.
District 2.
And so, do you have a running mate yet that you know about?
None that I know. I haven't heard anybody that was officially declared that they were going to run against me. I really don't worry about that. That's part of the process of other candidates that want to run for the position. I don't waste my time on worrying about who's running against me. I have a job to do as a county commissioner now, and I'm going to do that job, and of course my re-election comes second.
Tell me about what you hope to achieve over this next term.
Well, it's the same thing that I said last year. My main thing is try to get Yucca Mountain back on track and get it implemented. I think it's a good project. There's going to be a lot of jobs to Yucca Mountain, a lot of revenue to the county, to the town, and to the people of Nye County.
Would you recommend citizens coming and seeing the county commissioners' meetings to find out more about what you do on a daily basis?
Absolutely. We have a beautiful chambers now. It seats about 208 people, comfortable seats. That's one of the things that I wanted to do when we were designing this building, is to design it to where it's comfortable for the citizens and they can come here and attend the meetings.
And in your district, regular citizens can contact you about any concerns or questions that they have?
Absolutely. I have an email address. They can pick up a card here at the Calvada Eye, and it gets my email, ghollis@pahrump.com, or gchollis19 at gmail.com, or my telephone number, 727-3169.
And these are the numbers to also contact you if they'd like to volunteer or help out or find out more about your campaign.
Absolutely. They can get a hold of me or my campaign manager, Julie Hargis.
This is Deanna O'Donnell at the Calvada Eye for News 46.
This Friday at Mountain Falls is a meet and greet for a local candidate.
Deanna, we are having one. It's going to be this Friday the 9th, from 6 to whenever we're finished with it at Mountain Falls.
And this is going to be in their event center.
In the event area just behind the restaurant, exactly. Looking forward to having everybody come and have a good time, have some food, some prizes, those kinds of things, and just have a great time.
And so the public is invited to this?
Anybody that wants to come is welcome to come. We've been out knocking on doors, handing out invitations. There'll be some invitations to go out this week, and we want everybody to come and have a good time.
All right, and there's no fee to get into this at all?
Absolutely no fee. It's all completely no cost, and we want people to come and get to know us better, learn what we're all about, and learn why we're running for Assembly District 36. For this specific event, you can call 775-209-4683, and they'll give you more information there. Otherwise, my cell number is 775-513-7468. You can call it any time. I'm available to the public for their questions.
Do you have a website for people to contact you?
The website is james@oscarson2012.com.
Thank you so much, James. So everybody come out to Mountain Falls on Friday from 6 to 9 p.m.
Please, everybody come, have a good time. We're going to have it's going to be a great event.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We'll have Nathan Holland back with a look at sports right after the break. Please keep it here.
I'm Nathan Hollenbeck with your Week in Sports. Some of us knew about the investigation in the MLB a couple of years ago with steroids. This was called a bounty system. Now the NFL has endorsed this system. Now it involves the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints are surely not the only NFL team in recent years to have adopted and tolerated a bounty system. And in some ways, they're about to pay a price for semi-accepted cultural idiosyncrasy. In a sport as violent and competitive as professional football, it's hardly surprising that knocking an opponent out of a game would be deemed worthy of an eternal reward. Between the apparent rash of lies during the recently completed league investigation, the franchise's reckless disregard for NFL rules at a time when there's a conspicuous push for improved player safety and the residual effects of a prior scandal narrowly averted, the Saints have been marching toward the retribution for some time. Yesterday, the LA Lakers and the Miami Heat went head-to-head, but this game was more than an average game. The game had some tension going between others on the court. As I mentioned last week, Kobe Bryant had broke his nose from, well, Dwayne Wade. And yes, both of them played yesterday. This may have caused some internal friction, so Kobe had to bring the heat against the Heat. Bryant scored 33 points. Well, it was rumored that Kobe Bryant apparently hates Dwayne Wade for breaking his nose in the All-Star game a week ago. That particular Hollywood fable just isn't true. Bryant produced his third straight dynamic 30-point game while wearing a clear protective mask over his still tender nose, while Wade managed just 16 points before fouling out midway through the fourth quarter of the Lakers' 93-83 victory Sunday. Well, there's a new sport that has arrived, and it's called taser ball. In Ultimate Taser Ball, you have two teams with 4 players, each competing to get the ball into the opposing team's net. This is a new game in which players use stun guns to floor their opponents. Its backers say the game will develop into an exciting sport of the future. Although the league has yet to play an official game, Ultimate Taser Ball has a website touting 4 teams, including a Toronto franchise called The Terror, and YouTube video that shows players dashing around an indoor soccer pitch, zapping each other with handheld stun guns. The guns are not as powerful as the type used by police, but can still produce a painful shock. Players on each 4-man team attempt to score using a beach ball-sized soccer ball. With each successful stun, Players collapse to the turf, writhing in pain. Well, I'm Nathan Hollenbeck with your weekend sports. And remember, Pahrump, watching or even listening to sports doesn't mean you're getting exercise. Good night, Pahrump.
The Pahrump Valley High School cheer and dance team have qualified for nationals. However, they need some help with funds to participate in the event.
Our own Pahrump Valley High School cheer and dance teams have qualified for nationals. We're going to speak to Sarah, Samantha, and Jillian.
We are having a fundraiser today. Bob over here at Tarantino's, he asked us to come, and all of the pizza today that's sold between 2 and 9, every penny that is spent goes towards cheer and dance for our fundraiser to nationals.
So we actually are qualified for nationals.
Yes, both our cheerleaders and our dancers performed so well at regionals that we qualified for the national competition in Anaheim.
And I know, Sarah, you're on the dance team there?
Yeah, I love being on the dance team. It's so much fun, and we do so much with cheerleading. Like, we're all one little family thing. It's really fun.
And we got cheerleading here, Jillian.
Yes, I think cheer is amazing, and it's a good way to pump up the spirit in the school, and to be able to take that out of state and represent our school is a great opportunity.
You performed at Saddle West today.
Yes, our girls all performed at Saddle West. The dance team did 3 routines. I think they did their national routine about 3 times. And then our cheerleaders did their routine as well as a cheer and then just some stunting.
Saddle West also presented you with a check.
Saddle West has been so wonderful. They gave each of our groups a check, cheer and dance. And then they organized the event early this morning. They have been absolutely wonderful, and we're so thankful.
Businesses and individuals themselves can all donate to the cheer and dance teams at Pahrump Valley High School, can't they?
Most definitely. Both businesses and individuals. We received personal donations, and for example, today Tom Saida came by. He donated as he and his wife, and also as part of Tomasino's. He gave $1,000 to us. So,
do we have a goal of how much we need?
I think we're really looking for incidentals right now. We've raised the base fees, but transportation, we have no idea how much exactly that's going to end up costing. And then for incidentals while down there.
How long are we there, and where are we going?
Well, dance team is going to be there. They're leaving on Friday the 30th, correct? Yep. And their competition is on March 31st. And then that's dance. Cheer will be leaving on the 29th of March, and they will be performing on the 30th. And then on Saturday, we actually have a bye day, so we'll be at Disneyland that day, hopefully.
Where are we going for nationals?
Anaheim. So Anaheim Convention Center, right around the corner from Disneyland. And then, of course, if we make it onto finals, which we will, because we're going to do fantastic. We're going to bring home 2 first-place trophies for cheer and dance. But if cheer goes on to the finals, we'll perform on Sunday as well. And that, I believe, is broadcasted on ESPN.
Wonderful. So for more information or for people to donate, how can they contact you?
You can contact me. I actually work for the town. So the best way to get a hold of me Monday through Friday is at the office. The phone number there is 775-727-5107, and I'm at extension 301.
And of course, you can give Pahrump Valley High School a phone call for any further information on the Pahrump Valley High School cheer and dance teams, or give Samantha a call to donate. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
So, Zach, some interesting weather we've had lately. It's been kind of nice out.
It's been nice. Today was particularly nice, too, with the higher temperature and stuff. But it's not going to last long. It's only just going to be here for one more day, it looks like. And then it'll come back up. But it's been a roller coaster. We'll have much more about that, though, after the break.
Brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump, local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
And welcome back, everybody. Today we had sunny skies and our high was actually pretty high for a change. 78 degrees made it kind of feel warm out there, but nice, a pleasant kind of warm. Our winds are coming out of the south at 5 miles per hour and our gusts were at up to 11. So there was a little bit of a breeze that made it a little more pleasant than it would have been otherwise. Our pressure was at 30.10 and our UV was still at 5 moderate. Humidity was at 29% and our sunrise was at 6:08 a.m. Our record for today, which relatively speaking we weren't too far away from, was 84 degrees back in 1972. Tonight looks like we're going to have some partly cloudy skies that might be moving in overnight. Our low is going to be 46 degrees and our winds are going to be coming out of the south-southwest at 10 miles per hour. The gusts will go up to a little bit at 18 miles per hour and our humidity at 16. Our sunset will be at 5:43 p.m. and tonight's record was 26 degrees set back in 1948. Tomorrow looks like those clouds are going to stay. Our high is going to go down a little bit at 71 degrees and the low will be 34. Winds that come out of the southwest at 22 miles per hour and our gusts are going to be gusting it up to 44 miles per hour. So we're probably going to get a high wind watch in effect tomorrow. Our UV index is going to be at 5 moderate and our sunrise will be at 6:07 a.m. Our humidity at 17%. And looking at our 7-day forecast, as we said, tomorrow those winds are going to be very powerful. We're going to have clouds as well. Wednesday, we're going to have a 50% chance of rain, it looks like. So, and look at our high there. Our high on Wednesday is almost what tonight's low is going to be. So our temperatures are going to be dropping quite a bit there. But towards the end of the week, they're going to be picking back up into the 70s. We're going to have some clouds here and there, but overall not too bad except for Wednesday. Our lowest low is going to be 33 degrees on Wednesday. And today's worst weather was in Hogback Mountain, where they had snow.
Wow. I mean, just wow. We're going from 78 degrees today
to the 40s.
49 degrees day after tomorrow.
That's close to what our overnight lows are for the rest of the week.
Oh, my God.
That's Nevada weather for you.
Good heavens. Wow. Well, thank you very much for that, Zach. Folks, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Zach Fuentes.
And from everyone up here in the Hill of KPVM, we wish you a safe evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.
Good night.